Microsoft just retired Internet Explorer after 26 long, slow, laggy, unresponsive years. If Internet Explorer was a person and went to high school with me, there would have been finally someone slower and more bullied than me at the school. Turns out that there wasn't. And therefore, I'm going to be eagerly anticipating your reactions to the death of Internet Explorer. Will it burn in the fiery pits of hell with its infuriatingly slow load times? Or will it go up in the sky, being remembered for the nostalgic flash games and AOL chat rooms? And stay tuned, because I found some things buried in the deepest, most repressed depths of my memory while researching this video that I bet I'll stoke some nostalgia in you. Internet Explorer was, for a long time, the king of browsers, since it was the default on all Windows machines. Having been released in 1995, it was one of the longest running browsers, and was originally decently respected, since it was the best free option we had at the time. But quickly, as others like Firefox and Chrome released, it turned from the most used browser to the most useless browser, or to the most used browser, to download other browsers. Check out this time-lapse of commonly used browsers throughout the years. Internet Explorer was clearly the king of the block for a while, before it became the internet's punching bag. Just like how I won the 2nd grade spelling bee and went all downhill from there. And if you didn't have the chance to use Internet Explorer from the years 2008 to 2012, or just lived in blissful ignorance, let me catch you up on why it gets such a bad rap. When the internet came out, companies would sell browsers or give them away with subscriptions to web services. But then Microsoft decided that they wanted a slice of the pie. Microsoft, as the industry-leading tech company, saw an opportunity and decided to snag a complete monopoly over the browser market. So they developed Internet Explorer and made it free for all Windows users. It was a fine browser when it came out, so people would get it instead of the others. Kind of like those Apple earbuds that used to come with your phone. They sounded horrible, but everyone used them because they were free. And after some time, their strategy worked. By the turn of the century, Microsoft was killing it. It was like the smartphone market after the iPhone released, or the Shrek market after Dolly 2 releases, am I right? By monopolizing the market, it meant that they didn't have to update their browser or actually make it work. So Internet Explorer was basically ignored up until the mid-2000s when Firefox started becoming popular. Firefox was one of the first Internet Explorer replacements because it was free and open source and was a much better experience. Because it actually followed modern web standards instead of web standards made back in the late 90s, there was a mass exodus to Firefox. Google decided to get in it themselves and then also made Chrome. So then, like, all of a sudden, as Microsoft, they see themselves with massive competition that they haven't seen in a decade and start rapidly trying to upgrade their dying browser. And while Microsoft was eventually able to make Internet Explorer a decent browser, the bugs and issues that people dealt with for all of those years tarnished its reputation, until its eventual death. But I kind of think that Internet Explorer low-key went into witness protection and faked its own death, now inconspicuously going by the alias Microsoft Edge. But enough of the negative. Internet Explorer did have some redeemable qualities: the content that it housed and the culture that it fostered. Early internet looks like this, or even this. If you're a youngster and you can't relate, it's like dropping Tilted Towers in Season 1, or Drake releasing Hotline Bling. And for you old heads, it's like back in the day where you tuned into the Twilight Zone and shopped at Sears instead of Amazon. Even though there were some huge technological limitations, you'd still get amazingly creative websites with all this type of high effort, unique design that has much more personality than the corporate template websites of today. And then there's flash games that people would make just for the love of creation. No microtransactions, no huge criticism or competition, just a pure type of passion that seems to be missing from the internet today. I remember back in 1st grade, I would boot up Internet Explorer on the school computer and launch Pop Tropica and hop around aimlessly until I somehow completed the levels, or playing Age of Empires 2 and never beating the bot on hard mode. And I'll be 100% real with y'all, it's the first browser I used to search quote-unquote big boobies. So I I've got a real special place for it in my heart. Internet Explorer was a monopoly back in the day, and the internet was a different place because of it. And while many people clown on it for its faults, it'll always be a part of internet history. But today, we still have some similar monopolies like Facebook, Instagram, or even YouTube. It's just a matter of time before the next big disruption happens, and we may be saying goodbye to any of these platforms sooner than we'd think. What internet monopoly do you think will be the next to go down like Internet Explorer did?